The train screeched through the city's spine, slicing the fog like a blade. On platform 12, chaos reigned as commuters spilled across the concrete, clutching briefcases and phones, eyes glazed with hurry. Among them stood Ethan Ward, founder of 3 tech companies, investor in 6, billionaire by 34. He wore his money in subtle ways. A watch with no logo, a coat stitched by hands in Milan, a phone so exclusive it didn't even have a case. His driver waited beside a matte gray SUV parked at the curb. Ethan strode forward without slowing, earbuds in, scrolling through numbers and charts. But just as he reached the car, 3 small children emerged from behind the vending machine, like ghosts stepping out of the past. Their clothes were torn, stained with the kind of dirt that only came from sleeping outside. The oldest, a girl with wiry black curls and haunted eyes, stepped forward. "Please, can you help our dad?" Ethan didn't stop. The world had taught him to be wary. Scams, setups, ploys. He'd seen them all. He brushed past without a glance, signaled to his driver, and stepped into his heated seat. But even as the city flowed past his tinted window, her voice stuck to him like a burr. "Can you help our dad?" Who the hell was their dad? And why ask him? And did he look weak? Did he look like a mark? Number. He looked like success. Still, something in those eyes made him pause. Not the hunger, not the sadness, but the quiet belief that someone might help. It was disarming. For a week it happened again. Each morning, Ethan saw them near the platform, watching. Not begging, not chasing him, just standing there with their silent plea. "Can you help our dad?" His assistant, Nora, caught him staring out the window more often. He snapped less during meetings. He even left one early, something unheard of in Ethan Ward's world. One morning, rain slashed across the station roof like a fury. Ethan was late, annoyed, and the platform was nearly empty. As he jogged toward the car, the youngest child, a boy no more than 4, stepped into his path and blurted, "He's dying." Ethan froze. "He's in the tunnel," the boy whispered. "He doesn't move anymore." Security rushed over, pulling the kids back. Ethan stood there, water soaking his $2,000 shoes. He could have walked away again, could have told himself it was a trick, but he didn't. Instead, he turned to the boy and said, "Show me." The tunnels beneath the station were off limits. Security escorted him reluctantly, the children leading the way. They passed broken fences, rusted tracks, and finally reached a hollow behind a crumbling wall. There, half covered with a tarp, lay a man, thin, pale and shivering. His breath was shallow, skin mottled. Next to him were a few cans, some blankets, and a drawing taped to the wall. It was a crayon sketch of 4 smiling faces under a sun. Family. Ethan's throat tightened. It wasn't pity. It was recognition. He remembered a night years ago. His mother coughing blood into a towel, still telling him he could be anything. Back then, they lived in their car. No one helped them, and when she died, no one came. He turned to the security guard. "Call an ambulance." "But," "I said call them. Now." The man's name was Luis, former electrician. Wife gone. Heart condition. Lost his job. Fell through the cracks. The hospital took him in, reluctantly at first, then urgently as his condition deteriorated. Ethan paid for everything anonymously. The children, Jasmine, Theo, and Sam, were placed in temporary housing with kind foster parents. Ethan visited them once quietly, watching from a distance as they played on a swing set. When Theo saw him, he ran to the gate. "Thank you, mister." Ethan couldn't reply. Instead, he nodded, turned, and left. But something in him changed that day. Something tectonic. He started looking into shelters, visited one at midnight, walked streets he'd forgotten existed. He didn't bring cameras. He didn't make speeches. Instead, he asked questions. "What do you need?" Most answered with the same thing. someone to care. 3 months later, headlines exploded. Ethan Ward to build community hubs across city for families in crisis. The first one opened near Platform 12, the spot where it all began. The Ward family. Haven was modest, painted yellow, 2 stories, playgrounds, showers, meals, counseling, legal help. No red tape, no long forms, just help. Ethan stood at the ribbon-cutting ceremony. The press wanted a quote. He held up a drawing. Crayon figures under a sun. "They taught me this," he said, "that every life matters, that success is hollow without compassion." He didn't say more. He didn't need to. Jasmine, Theo, and Sam stood beside him in clean clothes, holding hands. Their father, still recovering, watched with tears in his eyes. Weeks passed. One rainy night, Ethan received a package with no name. Inside, a photo. It was him, holding Theo's hand at the swing set. On the back, a message in child's handwriting. "You didn't just help our dad. You helped us. Thank you for being the first to care." Ethan closed his eyes and let the silence wash over him. He had attended 1,000 galas, received awards in glass towers. But this crooked photo, this shaky handwriting, it mattered more than all of it. Today, Platform 12 looks different. There's a mural on the wall now, painted by local artists and children from the center. It shows a tall man in a coat, holding hands with 3 children under a glowing sun. Most people pass by without knowing the story. But every now and then, Ethan Ward walks by too. No suit, no guards, just him, hands in his pockets remembering. He can't save everyone, but he saved them. And in doing so, he saved something in himself, the little boy who had once needed help, and finally, after years of silence, got to give it.